I'm Paul Barrett and from the east side of the United States in New England area, and there's been a lot of freaky stuff been going on, and talking about Freaky Fridays. You know, this Freaky Fridays, as this past day is Friday, and shaky. We're now into Shaky Saturdays. With the Shaky Saturday, when the full moon sometimes can bring unexplained paranormal changes before your eyes, or before your ears, or your senses, or your taste, or anything. It can change. Now, especially when there's a date, January 11th, which is right now, on a Saturday, about 1:11 a.m. All these ones may open portals to higher dimensions or something. It can move around, and I wouldn't be surprised. And after this full moon, there's probably going to be a lot more of Mandela effects. They're going to be reported on YouTube, a lot more. We'll have to wait and see about this, but it could be some big news, more news coming. But first of all, I want to talk about I had a nice Christmas at home. Brian Barrett, myself and my family had a nice Christmas, and the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I want to talk a little bit more about Christmas as well too, and what it is, in terms of possible Mandela effects around the holidays. I'm sure there's a lot of lyric changes in music in terms of Christmas songs, we can talk about and so forth. I would like to see, what Christmas songs from real artists like Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band in 1975, where they had a live concert in December about the Santa Claus is coming to town of the rock and roll style. If any changes in that or different things. So here we go. We gotta talk about the Mandela effects. Yeah, we're drilling into the Mandela effects right now. So, Christmas is over, the holidays is over, but did I say we start out at the holidays, when people get toys and open up the gifts, they're opening it up and then they're getting the gifts. New toys for Christmas. When you're talking about holiday dinners and what the known sources like Thanksgiving dinner. So we're going to go back a little bit to Thanksgiving and the story about Thanksgiving. Part of the thing that they often cook for dinner or Christmas dinner. Okay. Now I can. So here's the Christmas season in November. Okay. This is stovetop. This is the new stovetop. Now this is this is the 2019 edition of stovetop. So the styling has changed over the years and so forth. This one I have, folks. Do you know what logo on top of the stovetop? Is it Kraft? Or is it Stouffer's? Now, if this box I'm having in my own hand, then it has a black oval. It says Stouffer's on top. You see Stouffer's, what I have here, when I'm pointing this saying Stouffer's? Please comment. Please comment. Please comment when you see Stouffer's stovetop. Many are reporting that they clearly remember seeing Stouffer's stovetop, and there has been a change in the logo. Now this change, it has changed to Kraft. It's Kraft stovetop. Kraft. Now, this Kraft, it's a major food company, Kraft. So there's quite a few stories about this, about the Stovetop and Kraft brand. Now, if over the years, this box, the Kraft stuff, the Kraft world, did not have a logo back around. They started adding it, the Kraft. I'm not sure how long they've been doing it, putting that that logo on it, but for a long time it was just saying Stovetop. For many years in my world, it just said Stovetop. It did not have anything like a stovetop. I just said Stovetop in my world. But what happened was that I think there was a there was a defunct food company called General Foods. GF General Foods. GF General Foods is making a number of products, such as Folgers Coffee, and a number of Cool Whip, I think, yeah, I believe Cool Whip, and a number of things. And it was under GF General Foods. Now they had they had two dots, which makes it four. The G and the F. They had capital G and the F, and they're on the bottom part there was a rectangular, standing rectangular said General Foods. It was a well-known sign, lighted sign in Woburn, Massachusetts, off Route 193. This is GF General Foods, and I don't think they had. I'm not sure if they had these logos anywhere in the box, but it's probably off to the side of the box. But what happened was, I guess the company must have been having some troubles or something like that. It was Kraft who they merged it, and it was I think they renamed it Kraft General Foods. Of course, there's a lot of company mergers. Now here's another thing. In terms of Kraft itself, I bet there's a number of people that Kraft logo, if people clearly remembered if it was Crafts, Kraft's, Crafts. Now Crafts is one major brand for Crafts for over the years is Crafts macaroni and cheese. Now I think the newer boxes are now just saying mac and cheese. I bet there's some stories about macaroni and cheese. You know, Kraft macaroni and cheese. So the Stovetop is not well known for Thanksgiving dinners and Christmas. Stovetop, it could be, many people clearly remembered it was Stouffer's Stovetop, not Kraft's, not Kraft Stovetop, Kraft Stovetop. I'm just seeing Kraft on it. Now there's quite a few more I want to show you. There's quite a few. And that's just the start. Now here comes Christmas time. Okay, as it comes to Christmas season and when you get the music, but there's another site test I want to show you. Those cookies, I show you Merry Christmas. Now, some people will think I'm weird, or it doesn't make sense. It's a religious holiday. But the way it's spelled, I wonder if some people clearly remember the wording of Christmas. They had the double S on the end, like Mass, Christ Mass, the Christ Mass. You know, the Christ Mass, because it was like a gathering in a Mass to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. So I wondered that word had double S's on the end. If you see on this cookie, if that has double S's, like there I'm pointing to, please comment. Please comment. If you remember or you still see the double S's, this is a site test. You see the double S's, or you clearly remember the double S's, please comment. If you see an A instead of the E in Mary, also the possibility, please comment. Okay, so Here's another interesting thing that I'm sure that I might even have caught it. This is the arcade. There's quite a few stories about arcades. I want to talk about it. No, I hope I can see it clearly. My arcade. You see these A's? They're like upside down fives. The A's resembles the fives, the Roman numeral fives. See these A's? They have no dashes. There's no it's just like it just goes like a V. It's an upside down V. That's all it is. It's an upside down V. That's what I'm seeing. Those two upside down V's for using it as an A. Samsung logo has it on one, you know. But if you see the ordinary A's, not the upside down V, but the third part that crosses it, you see the third part. Currently see the third part on this game unit that has the regular A, not the upside down V with the third like, almost like a third dash or whatever, that thing that goes across. If you see that included, ordinary A, not an upside down V, like I'm seeing the upside down V, please comment. That's very, very important. Please comment. I bought this not too long ago at a Target. Once again, I'm going to see it clearly. Pull in people's consciousness. You see the ordinary A, not the upside down V. Those two, there's two of them. Once again, please comment. Okay, yep. So there's other stories about the arcade. Now there was another report about the arcade stands. Yeah, the arcade stands that there was some quite a few reported Mandela effects of that there was no such thing as arcade stands, that and they just suddenly appeared and they say, what is this? What is this machine, this game machine? I never remember these in the past. If you don't remember there were such things, there's probably only a few of them. If they clearly remember there were none of these around, those real arcade stands, anything like that, please comment. Please comment. I'd like some answers. Okay. So I'm opening up the toys for Christmas, okay? Now this is I'm not sure how good I'm gonna get. This is the best I can do. This is a Fisher Price. Now, okay, I think the best I can do. Okay, look carefully. Look very, very carefully. Now, do you see? It's probably hard to see, but if you don't see the dash in the middle, please comment. If you see H and FISHER on the first set of the letter, please comment. If you see the 7 letters on the first part, please comment. I'm just seeing 6 letters. FISHER dash PRICE, price. No, yeah, there has some people are seeing the dash missing too. So there's 2 ways. Some people just seeing the regular, all these regular letters, but just the dash missing. Or there's even a few who are seeing the H. If you see the H, or you clearly remember the H on Fisher, I'm gonna go around. Please comment. You get toys for Christmas. Okay. I gotta say the mirror. Like they always say, the mirror is portal. The mirror is portal. There may be a different world other than the other side than the mirror, huh? And the other side, the mirror is a portal. So I'm sure there's more than one reality. There's the trillions of realities, almost the same, you know. The different dimensionals and so forth. Okay, here's more. So I'm opening up another gift, and what I'm saying, I got a Casio portable TV. Now, if people clearly remembered that, if you see it's spelled CASIO, that's how it's spelled, the 5 letters. But if anyone actually currently sees, if you currently see, or you clearly remember is if it was spelled CASSIO, the 6 letters, the double S's in the middle, please comment. Please comment. There may be CASSIO, or it could be Cassiopeia, like the constellation. Maybe they had many more letters, but I never know. I never know. Casio is well known for electronic keyboards, personal consumer keyboards. So I open this up. Actually, I have another one. Let's see this. The Sony Walkman. But there's another one I'm going to just demonstrate. Okay. If you remember, if Sony had anything other than the 4 letters, for one thing, if you see anything other than 4 letters, like the Sony, if it had 5 letters, it's SONNY, please comment. So is Walkman, WALKMAN. Now, if you see the way I see the A is like the upside down U with the little ball that makes up for the third part. If you see the ordinary A and the ordinary N, other than the upside down U on the end, the letter N, the letter N is the upside down U. Okay. If you see the ordinary N instead of the upside down U, please comment. There has been some reports of it. You know, there has been some reports. So here, so I open up another one, another Christmas present. It is Christmas time. Here's a Canon camcorder. So the logo of Canon, I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember the letters are spelled CANON. Canon. No, it's CANON. If I see it as CANON, that's what I see it. If you clearly see it in this camera, CANNON, the 6 letters, the double N's in the middle, that'd be very interesting. Please comment. I want to know if you see 6 letters. If you see 6 letters instead of the 5 on this camera I'm having right here, please comment. Many people, there's been some people who clearly remember it was Cannon, just like Cannon Mountain in New Hampshire, and the Franconia Notch. The Cannon, Cannon, Cannon. But now made by people, but it's been changed. For some people now they're seeing Canon. Here's another one. There's a little pamphlet from that. They actually make printers too. Canon makes scanners and printers. Okay. Canon, or do you see Cannon? Cannon. This is 5 letters I have. I'm seeing 5 letters, but do you see Cannon? Okay, and here's another thing. The letter C has a little, sort of like a tiger. It's like a jaguar, a tiger's teeth. If you don't see that thing, if you just see the ordinary C, also a comment too. But I'm seeing it like a little teeth. You know, that little teeth. Okay, it's like a hook. The canine hook or whatever you call it. That tiger's hook, whatever. So I opened up another present. It's a Radio Shack. Of course, Radio Shack's not there anymore. I mean, so it's not brand new. So what you see on Radio Shack, well, I gotta say that Radio Shack got defunct around 2016, 2017, somewhere around 2015. In the beginning of 2015, it suddenly fizzled. Many went out of business. It went over the years. It just dropped for a number of years. But do you actually remember seeing the logo that had a space? That has a space between Radio and Shack. Years ago in the 1970s, I guess the older logo, they had a space in between, but the newer logos is just almost kind of combined into one word, Radio Shack, but they left the capital letter on the S, but it's all combined in one line, one word. But if you see a space on this radio I have, this weather radio, between Radio and Shack, or if you clearly remember on these logos, also please comment on it. And there's Radio Shack. There's another similar logo. That actually has. You see the R. Now, if please comment if the R logo on looks different. The letter R, and then if this pamphlet had a space between Radio and Shack, if it had a space, I want to know what I'm seeing my own eyes is it's all combined. It just have no space. It has no space. When I'm seeing it has no space between Radio and Shack. It has no space. But then Radio Shack has been well known in shopping malls. There's been a lot of those in shopping malls. Radio Shack, and you know, it's kind of, I like that store. It's a good hobby store and so forth. But I think this and this actually was founded around Boston too. Radio Shack in 1921. Okay, so his Christmas is over, so I take these off. Okay, I turn the lights on. So this is a shirt I'm wearing alone. The Ford logo. Now, currently, it has a little loop with the small CERN loop, like hydrohydrated loop, and there's a bigger CERN, which is like in Switzerland. It resembles it. And it's almost like that little loop is going into the big loop. Now, many people, even today, currently may see my shirt with a solid O or hardly an opening at all. And instead of being a loop on the F, it's just a hyphen, just a dash hyphen, like a cursive hyphen, just like almost similar to the, very similar to this in the ends. Just the plain hyphen, not the little loop thing. If you don't see what I'm pointing to, if you clearly see the hyphen, not the little O, the little loop, I want to know. Please comment if you see it differently. If you see the hyphen and not the little loop, and then in that opening, also please comment. And here's another car name. And then on the front, this was on the GM. I even have a friend too with that name, Chevrolet. My dad had Chevrolet. My dad had a number of Chevrolet. Had a Chevrolet Corvette. Actually, the Corvette is Corvette, but some people remember the Corvette is Corvette, just the 6 letters. And on the Chevrolet is Chevrolet, the 9 letters. But some people clearly remember they had another letter, another E, which makes it 10 letters. So, okay, there's a couple of stories on this. Now, the square on the middle is different. It's just a regular square, but many people remember that it went along with the ends. It went along with the ends like it's racing. That is also curved. The middle part is curved. It's not a square like I'm seeing here. Some people are seeing it as a square like I'm seeing, but some people are seeing it as like a sort of like a funny type of square, but that it goes along with the ends that exactly equalizes the ends. Like that's going too. Yeah, this part here. But almost more like a diamond, still a little bit like a diamond or whatever, instead of just going straight up. If you've seen it curved, many people remember seeing it curved. That's one. Number two, people remember seeing it as many people, quite a few people remember seeing it as the way it's spelled, CHEVEROLET. That's right. Having the E, another E in the middle, like EVE. But then it's taken out, it's just, the V just goes to R. Now you see the 10 letters instead of the 9 letters. If you currently see it, this image has 10 letters instead of the 9, please comment. Please comment. Or you clearly remember it in the past. That's another thing. You either clearly remember it or you see seeing that it's 10 letters. So you get some gift cards, like a Target. No, the Target is actually just the regular is the red instead of white. So I mean it's red, the red dot, red. And what I'm currently seeing is just those two, the dot and the circle. If this image has more than 2 circles instead of the dot and 2 circles, please comment.